Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sony ICF-S5W. It's a classic AM/FM portable radio. During this video, I'll perform an evening AM band scan in the Chicagoland area. Here we can pick up. Should be a fun time. First we'll go over features, second we'll do a size comparison, and third we'll start cruising the evening band. So here we are, the iconic S5W, an amazing radio. I akin it to a GE Super Radio Junior, or a little bit better, because it's definitely has pulling power. This thing is absolutely amazing. And it has features on a radio on AM that you're going to want, especially on a collectible like this. So yeah, number one, it's a Sony, right? But first we'll go over features, second we'll do a size comparison, and third we'll start cruising the evening band. So let's check this bad boy out. Now, you can find this selling on eBay, maybe. I couldn't find any listings, current or sold. So if you go out there and click the link that's down below, you may find one. I probably wouldn't spend more than $60 because you could probably pick up a GE Super Radio in that territory. You get more for your money in that respect. But this is an awesome radio nonetheless. It's up to you how much you want to spend at the end of the day. But yeah, right around that range would be the most I'd spend on a nice example. But it's a beautiful AM radio, and we're going to show you some of the capabilities of this one. So let's go check out features of the Sony ICF-S5W. Going to the left-hand side, got a carry strap mount. We have an AM area selection knob. It's pretty cool. As you can see, we have 10 selections. It's pretty neat. We're going to go through them and give you an idea what that means. It's pretty neat. It's got a rotating dial. Love it for the AM band. This thing's built for the AM band. I have the Japanese-only version reviewed, and you can check out that in the iCard section. I love it. As you can see on the front here, we have the Sony FM/AM 2-band receiver, the model number. Over here, it says indication of FM or AM with LEDs. I think that's sweet. And down here, fine print. I'll bring it up to the camera so you can read it. It says AM linear dial scale. Yes, it's a linear scale. It is so nice to tune. When you tune one, it's linear. You'll want to go back. It's that good. So here you can see LED tuning indicator. So this has a red and green indication as you tune. What a beautiful thing right on the indicator. Hello, that's perfect technology. Why did it disappear? FM band 88 to 108. Of course, our AM band is your typical 530 to 1600. Now, during the day, I got up to 1640. Maybe we'll get to 1650 tonight. We'll see how it goes. And in our rotating dial, so right now, you can see it says area 9, and it says 530 to 1600. And you can see callers WGN, WBBM, WLS, WISN. So we got Milwaukee stations. We even got some Indiana stations, WOWO. Isn't that cool? It's awesome. And then you just, on that selector, you just click it to your region, or region 10. Got KXEL. I wonder where that's at. You guys know. And we can go, yeah, it's WCCO there too. Check that out. Okay, so we'll bring this down, and then we'll go to the other regions. As you can see, WWVA, nice. Going down. And I think those stations you won't recognize unless you live in California. I think 6 is all California on the dial. Isn't that nice? They get their own dial. And there's a frequency only, which we're going to go to because it's easier to read on the video. Wasn't that neat? This is so cool. Just flipping through there for posterity so you guys can see the different ones. I think some of these call letters are gone. Oh yeah, right here, WCBS. No longer there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's sad. And of course, there's area 1, and there was 2. New York City, New Jersey. Yeah, cool stuff. All right, let's go up. Okay, we're going to go to the frequency one. There we are. Cool. Yeah, that's a neat thing. Tone control, volume control, there's sliders. Down here we have sensitivity, selectivity, portability, SSP. That's what that means. In my original review, I didn't know what that meant. I thought it was JJP or something like that. It was in Japanese. I didn't know. Pretty funny. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Side of the radio on the right-hand side, we got our tuning knob. We have the band selector here, AM, FM, and then AFC. When you're an FM, off or on the outside ring. Here we switch for AM sensitivity, high or low. Well, we're going to keep it on high. We have an external antenna jack for the AM. We can put a long wire setup with a ground. Nice. If you're really serious and you got a kick butt setup outside, you got the property. Earphone jack for single ear only. DC input, 4.5 volts. Top of the radio, we got the power button. Looking good. We have our whip antenna, 33-inch. Nice. A little tab broke, unfortunately, over. It was ready to go, and it finally snapped off. Unfortunately, it's just a thin piece of plastic. On every radio I've seen with this model, that one's broke off. So the thing's brand new in the box, and it breaks off. So, yeah, that's a bummer. On the back, we're going to see the US, and now on the one I reviewed, the Japanese model was Japan. So this is nice to see US in all the regions. And as you can see, I'm region 9, which is Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. And again, 6 got its own California. 2 has New Jersey, New York. That's pretty awesome. There you go. And then over here, we have the model number. And it says, Made in Japan. What a beautiful thing, huh? Made in Japan. And it runs on 3 C-cell batteries. Now, the internal ferrite antenna is measured around 6 inches. Uses a dual coil setup. And it's cantered. So it's like mounted on an angle. So it's like something like this, I think. Yeah. It dips down. It's like here and here. It's on purpose. I don't know why. Just an interesting way they mounted it. Okay, quick size comparison, and we'll turn this on and get cruising the band. See, I don't know if I mentioned the speaker size, 4 inches. Metal speaker grill. I think I forgot that. I got too excited about the dial. Yeah, nice sounding speaker here with this tone control. You'll see me using it quite a bit to filter out the noise. But this is great. So you got, it's a 4-inch, 10-centimeter speaker. Awesome. Size comparison. Let's see what we got going on. We got CC Pocket in the house. 11:36 p.m. Central Daylight Time under Chicago, Illinois, USA. It's March 31st, 2025. And it's going to be April Fool's Day here in a few minutes. And here we have the CC Skywave SSB2. We're going to use this as a frequency checker. If we get lost on the band, which is possible, I'll go to this here, try to find out what station we're on. And then if we don't have those 2 radios for size comparison, we always have the infamous Iron Man playing cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. He loves classic radios made in Japan by Sony, man. He's Iron Man. I love Sony, yeah. See you later, suckers. Okay, he flies away. Let's turn this thing on. Our tuning indicator showing green, we're not in tune. When it goes red, we're in tune. Our status on the band, we're AM. It's lit up here. See that? It's pretty neat. All right. Let's tune to our first station.
Of elections has done the best job he could to ignore this and exceed and basically...
So here's 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, 70 miles to the north, 400 watts. Cardinal directions, north, east, south, west. So yeah, this is nice. Now I got to remember that the angle of the antenna is like this. So I have to aim at this section of the radio towards the receiving station, or transmitting stations, because I need to receive it in that orientation. It's so weird. But it is. It's, anybody that knows radios knows that that's an odd position for a ferrite antenna. It doesn't seem to affect it too much if I forget, and I just use the horizontal, because this thing's so sensitive as it is.
The supervisor of elections is a Republican. The last thing he wants is people to vote.
Yeah, of course.
And the killer is this guy, his opponent.
Okay, left wing station, but it's next to some right wings too. So let's go ahead and just flip this over this way. Let's see if we can get 550 in. I don't know if it's possible. We'll try.
That Trump approved of because there were good people.
Belleville is the perfect place to relax and unwind. For more information about Belleville, Illinois, please visit belleville.net or bellevillemainstreet.net. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Discover Downstate Illinois.
You're listening to a replay of The McGraw Show on KTRS.
There you go, KTRS 550. St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles to the southwest, 5,000 watt station at night. But yeah, that's cool. They're giving advertisement for Illinois, and here I am in Illinois. Deep South, Illinois. That's a different part of the state. You feel like you're in a different country when you go down there. It's like, wait a second, am I in the same state? They got accents and everything. It's funny. All right.
And says, hey, I see you've got some roofing problems. Can I get up on your roof and help you out?
Don't let that Yahoo up on your roof. What are you doing? Pro-Hamas radicals on college campuses. They are petulant children at a joint session speech.
Here's 560 WIND Chicago.
In sync with American values. We don't even know where they stand. Their most outspoken members now are AOC, Bernie Sanders, and Jasmine Crockett. By the way, over the weekend...
The U.S. has called on all sides in Gaza to respect international humanitarian law after Israeli forces killed 15 Palestinian medics and aid workers. But it blamed Hamas for everything.
I think this is 580. We can always check with our Skywave, so we just turn this on. It's nice to have a little radio companion, digital to check your analogs. Wow, this thing's picking up way more than this is. Alright, let's keep going.
Runs if you're the Tigers, because this Mariners bunch can change the scoreboard in a hurry. But credit to the Detroit Tigers hitters tonight. They got pitches to hit, they didn't miss them. And I think that's the only difference.
Let's see here.
They got pitches in the middle of the plate or pitches they can handle and smoke them.
That's how the antenna is, and I think this is 600. Let's just double check. Man, I can barely pick it up with the Skywave. Yeah, the Skywave's got only like a little antenna in there, but usually it's a hot little radio. So this thing is a monster on faint stations in the evening. Nice. This is a 590. I believe it's WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, or it could be KXSP, Omaha, Nebraska. If they're talking sports, it's Nebraska, which is 405 miles that way.
Forget that. This guy can hit. He was the last.
Two stations now. All right.
Josh Henry Raleigh, North Carolina, 203,000
Get to get 600. You got me. I'm just going to keep going. This Skywave can't pick it out.
Well done. Well done, you guys. Man, it's beautiful right there.
Weekly weigh-ins and consults with your nutritionist all over the phone. Make sure to mention Jason or the Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon and get 2 free weeks added to your weight loss program. When you fully commit, you'll receive 15% off your weight loss program and 15% off your energy supplement bundle, and your program will be backed by PhD's.
Okay, it's a struggle for the Skywave. This is KCSP 610, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles south-southwest, 5,000 watt transmit power.
Hey, Kansas City, it's Dusty Likens, and in case you didn't already know, I'm here to tell you...
He said Kansas City, sweet.
Here on 96.5 The Fan, across all our social media channels. That's right, if you want to see our smiling faces as we talk about the best sports fans and teams in the country, subscribe to our YouTube channel or watch on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Wake up with us, eat lunch with us, and go home with us. Your home.
Expensive, but with Single Care, you don't have to overpay. Single Care is a free service helping millions of Americans.
Here's WTMJ 620, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles to the north.
Easy and totally free to use. It's available to everyone, and it often beats the price of insurance. So,
Right now, Medishare is a trusted way to save up to 50%.
Okay, Okay, this ad here is KYFI, St. Louis, Missouri. Actually, it's pointed that way versus that way. And then we're picking up CFCO out of Chatham, Ontario. 310 miles, 6,000 watts northeast.
Medicare places still don't know how he does it. Scientists have been testing bumblebees, monitoring their temperature, placing them in light bubbles, and measuring their oxygen. They have billion hours of each other's bills. There are different options to choose from. I'll give you the number here in a second. Perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE-40.
6 on 30. Okay, so we're still on St. Louis. Jeez.
It's a chance of finding a bone marrow match. Make a difference and join the National Bone Marrow Registry at bethematch.org.
Okay, here's 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles. I gotta get rolling here.
Information Network podcast you should know.
Welcome to the Therapy.
When my money's all gone, I'm on the telephone.
There's 650 WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles south. Nice.
I'm living wild and dangerously. I've got plenty of company.
Yo, Keith, what's doing, my guy?
Talking the talk, quick one tonight.
Yeah, there's some storms tonight. Thunderstorms, we're in the middle of Asia right now, but I'm not going to go down there. But, I wonder if you can pull up the odds on the Dodgers going undefeated this season. Because they are ripping right now. It's just nuts.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know the odds on them going undefeated, but I bet it...
WFAN 660 New York, New York. Sweet, this is coming in good. 750 miles to the northeast.
And then run out of gas at the end.
Yeah, the Braves being 0-5, like the Mets last year. This is nuts. You had the Marlins holding the division. The Mets had a great win against the division.
Taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest.
And right next to it, we got a monster of a station, 670 WFCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs. The Score. The Score.
File criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now.
Make an appointment. Sit down with another professional. Talk to them about a road back so you can...
I think this is 680 CJOB. I'll have a little pop up here.
Now, I want to share something with you because what you said, I kind of got a little nervous there. Don't overstep or just assume.
Okay, maybe not. This is 690 CKGM, Montreal, Quebec. 763 miles. There you go.
By Beer City and is one of the best food cities in the country. Each week, tune in to iHeartMedia's Boxer and experience Columbus's Sarah Towns along with their guests for an inside look at a destination that invites visitors and locals alike to explore.
So WLW 700, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Can all of this really exist in one city? Yes, Columbus.
It takes a lot of fluid to keep...
That's coming in like a local. Wow, I love this radio. Yeah.
Fluid to hydraulic fluid, diesel additives, and air brake antifreeze.
Starfire.
We're picking up 710. Wow, the selectivity of this thing is amazing. WR 710 New York, New York, 750 miles. I'm surprised I'm picking that up.
I will follow him. Absolutely right. By Little Peggy March. I want to hear Apollo.
That signal is like super tight signal. Wow, it's amazing. This is WGN 720. Monster again, Chicago.
It is. Yes, Apollo. So, yes, I will follow him. Peggy March, her only claim to fame. And I refuse to give credit to my witness.
Good music on CFZM Zoomer Radio 740, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles to the northeast.
The air, there were only 4 dead in Myanmar with that earthquake. That number, unfortunately...
750 WSB Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles southeast.
To find survivors after a powerful 7.7 magnitude earthquake on Friday. The official death toll...
are a little nervous about Trump and the Republican Party's political standing. But if that's the case, I mean, we got to, I think, maybe rethink the kind of political expectations.
760 WGR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
With the narrow margins in the House, if Republicans are worried about their own political standing, it may not just be needing a Leaf Stefanik in the House. There may be some other Republicans in swinging.
Or call 800-965-8004 for your free gold guide on how to bulletproof your IRA and 401k with gold tax-free. You can also qualify for a free...
Okay, I think this is 770 WABC, New York, New York. 750 miles northeast.
800-965-8004. Now.
Donate now to Toys for Tots, working year-round. Go to toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots supports children in need throughout the year with programs like the Toys for Tots Literacy Program, established in 2008, has provided over 60 million books to disadvantaged children. The Toys for Tots Literacy Program is committed to providing disadvantaged children with direct access to books and educational resources that enhance their ability to read and communicate effectively. Go to toysfortots.org.
Many dedicated first responders and service members like Austin Reed have paid a
regular price.
They came on Saturday and power washed everything all around the house.
I was waiting for call letters, but I didn't get them. 780 WBBM News Radio, Chicago.
They worked on a Monday and were completely done by Tuesday.
This offer is for a limited time, so call now. 847...
What is that? Because of this decision. I don't know how much more you can say.
He could easily not. He could stumble in debate. He could screw something up. He could fail to eject a candidate.
Here's 800 CKLW, Windsor, Ontario, 270 miles. I think there was something there on 790. Just, there's so much available with this radio. Wow.
But so far, I mean, look, let's state the obvious. Look at the polls. Look at the reactions so far. It's working out for them, but I think as we've all said, we'll have to insert...
He said, out. Canadian.
Time to go, a lot of hockey left to play, etc., etc.
Okay, John Burnside. I gotta turn that microphone on. There we go. It seems like a freight train right now, and it's just really, really hard. The one defense in the country that may be able to stop them is probably the best defense we've seen.
Okay, so this sports talk is 810 WHB, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts.
Duke in Alabama to be a close game. And it was
mixing with WGY, Albany, New York, 810, 740 miles to the northeast. So they're like competing against each other. That used to not be the case.
Throughout all this, so that
I don't know. 810 used to be Clear Channel. I thought it still was.
Tournament, you have 3 of the 4 number 1 seeds in. Texas takes on South Carolina.
When I have customers come in, I recommend...
Instead of reason eroding our rights and freedoms in legislatures, public schools, even courtrooms, one set of religious beliefs is being forced into every...
Okay, there's a gentleman commercial there. That's WBAP, Fort Worth, Texas, 810 miles southwest. And then we're hearing WCPT, left wing station out of Joliet, actually that way, 60 miles, 1,500 watts.
Beverages have stores everywhere without prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure...
Carol O'Connor earned more awards than any other actor ever received.
WCCO 830, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles west.
All in the Family is commanding TV's highest advertising rates. The series became known as the Super Bowl of sitcoms.
An Archie slave has been considered forbidden science since medieval times, but I have a feeling that this is going to change.
A little bit of bleed over from something. I'm not sure what it is, but WHAS 840, Louisville, Kentucky. This is ground zero, 300 miles southeast.
It demonstrates that something that is similar to genetic engineering
Stoked out good times this season? Grab your own Icon Pass today. Get details and purchase your pass now at iconpass.com.
Hey, Bronco fans, Imperial Chinese Restaurant is now a hometown partner of your Denver Broncos. Join us at 431 South Broadway for the freshest, authentic Chinese cuisine in town. And keep...
Okay, I'm blown away how clear this is coming in. This is like, it sounds like it's next door. KOA 850 Denver, Colorado, 890 miles due west. Yeah, that's some good reception there. It's a good night.
ImperialChinese.com for menus and locations. Imperial Chinese, Denver's best and proud hometown partner of the Broncos. Go Broncos.
Future health weight loss.
Thinking about trying Ozempic?
Go Broncos.
Go to futurehealth.com to supercharge your Ozempic results.
Donc, Outlander, qui est paru en 2007 chez House of Nancy à Toronto. Puis c'est un roman graphique, je le précise.
CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 860.
Les extraits de la traduction en français de
free installation and low monthly monitoring plans. Smartphone, lights, cameras, and more makes Vivint Home Security the smartest way to protect.
WWL 870, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles south. Again, I'm trying to orientate that cantered antenna so it is horizontal to the station I'm trying to receive. That's exactly how it's mounted in there. All right. Did I mention it's a 6-inch ferrite? Yeah, I think I did. Amazing.
In the Rockets of Houston. That's Tuesday on Clinton and Friends at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Spring has finally arrived, and if you think a new central air conditioning system is out of your budget,
so here's 880.
Sloman's is here to change the game with our Spring Fling sale.
WHSQ. This is New York, New York.
Refrigerant compliant R454.
Used to be WCBS.
By our certified technicians, all at the lowest prices of the year. That's right. Get started with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for
our worms and puking them into the mouths of his opponents as well as visiting VIPs. My projection foresees the Secretary of Education.
Should be 890 WLS Chicago.
Oh, it's WW.
I'm going to go a little quicker.
And family attending an
what content we consume, our eyes, our ears.
So we have a couple relevant radio stations, 930, 950, and then that music you heard was 940. 940 is kind of a local Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, WFAW. Nice.
Podcast radio.
Darkness, tragedy, and pain hide within every beloved institution. And most people are none the wiser.
Sleep after the top. This is CBC Radio 1, 990 AM, 89.3 FM in Winnipeg.
So they said in Winnipeg. That's cool. It's Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles northwest, 990 AM CBW.
Wildfires are burning.
Super serious cancer. It was heartbreaking.
1000 WMVP Chicago.
A year old. And at that point, he was in remission.
One full house gas heating system to a family in need. You can nominate a deserving family. Go to kdkaradio.com now through April 4th and tell us about the persons in need. Your nomination.
KDKA, Pittsburgh. Yes, this is 1020. It's not super far, but it's nice to get. Yeah, KDKA is 450 miles east.
Today, because of this incredible hospital and the generosity of so many who wanted to support it.
Boston's news radio, redefining local news.
I'm
Michael Costano, the Trump administration admits in a court filing it deported somebody who enjoyed protected status. ICE was aware.
10:30 WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles.
He was deported in an administrative error. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson says this.
Yes. Trump is expecting $5 trillion in U.S. investments after his tariffs take place.
Here's 10:40 WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles west.
The tariffs. A federal judge is tossing out a lawsuit.
Many say it's about the batter, not the bat, but CBS's Matt Piper says there are players.
KYW, 1060, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. We're almost through here. We're going to go pretty quick now.
Team that a franchise record 9 home runs in a game against
the foundation has been music education. It's so incredibly important that we continue to show kids the importance of music in our schools.
1090 KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles.
Expression of emotion and individuality, and we are responsible for keeping them listening.
How far the shock rippled from the 7.7 Myanmar earthquake.
The massive quake.
WTAM 1100, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
Relief workers saying hospitals in Myanmar are overwhelmed, and there's an urgent need for food.
Turning of Roe v. Wade, we saw this concerted
KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles.
Voting in Republicans.
Southwest.
And in Wisconsin, voters will fill a vacant state Supreme Court in Tuesday voting, giving either conservatives or liberals a 4-3 majority. Lawrence Jacobs is professor of...
to ramp up deportations, particularly for accused foreign gang members.
Here's 1140 WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
Pain can make you feel like no matter what you try, it's not going to work.
220, the tail from Formula 6. What you probably don't know about propane is that
Interviews in first-hand perspective.
Kind of tilting of elections through redistricting.
The fate of TikTok is coming up against another crucial deadline for either a sale or being banned in the U.S.
President Trump told reporters...
I think this is WPHT 1210, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
If there is no buyer by...
Now I'm just going to speed up the dial.
Praise the prayer over the gifts. Hi, this is Father Rockin with our 24th lesson of Mass. There are 3 prayers which are unique for each daily Mass. The opening prayer, the prayer over the gifts.
Democrats call this bulky, but legislation to win.
Things that we had tried was basically heading towards a sedentary lifestyle. And that's what led me to the Good Feet store. And when I found the Good Feet system, it really just changed.
A temporary restraining order blocking the president from deporting more illegal migrants under the Alien Enemies Act. The conservative House Freedom Caucus is losing a member.
I think this is 1470 WMBD, yeah, 1470 Peoria, Illinois, 135 miles southeast, 5,000 watts.
Operating outside its guidelines, brokering backroom deals, and disparity. And allow proxy voting for new mothers and fathers. She calls it a modest family.
1510 WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee.
For all members when they claim the majority in 2023 following backlash of its use during the coronavirus pandemic. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
President Trump signing an executive order.
You had to stay together tonight. USC pulled within 5 going into the 4th quarter. Then you come up with some big shots. How did your team in that moment?
Here's 1530 WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
In that position where we've had players go down and you just step up.
KXCL. And for quality roofing done by experienced professionals, it's blackhawkroof.com.
You can find out what Iowa's going to be talking about today when you subscribe to the News Talk 1540 KXEL e-newsletter.
There you go. You got it. KXEL 1540, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles west.
Yes, plus early access on station events and other exclusive opportunities. Sign up.
I got 1600 WRPN, I think. No, this is probably WAAM, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Yeah, playing some music. 231 miles, 5,000 watts to the east. Maybe I was wrong. That might have been, I don't know what that was. That might have been 1570 maybe? I don't know. It's usually country, so I don't know. I don't know what that was. This is 1610 here. Yeah, that's contemporary music there. Got me wondering what this is. Music there. Nice. I think that's CKDO 1580, Oshawa, Ontario. 490 miles, 10,000 watts.
What did we say? Oh, LeBron's injury here coincides with the season.
Okay, so our last station is 1650. It goes all the way to 1650, which is great. This is CINA. I'll pop up here for it. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of mixing with something else there. As you can see with the tuning lights, they're like going like a disco show there. Sweet.
You know, sometimes you can just put on the switch player 60.
Mixing with another station, I think KCNZ, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles, 1,000 watts to the west there. Cool. Okay, we're done. So there's the Sony ICF. This thing's amazing. S5W, medium wave at its best. You can't beat the analog tuning, the nice linear scale here. Wow, is that thing amazing or what? LED tuning. Tone control's okay. I mean, it's a little lower tone, even on high, but this is nice when you get a strong station. You can actually go all the way low if you're trying to get a faint station. I do like the area select if you know, in your area there. You could, but some of these stations are gone, unfortunately. But it's a piece of history, which is neat. You know, being 1980, not bad. It's cool. So yeah, give a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. 2, if you like Sony radios, classics like this, make sure to subscribe with the bell icon, get notified. If you made it this far to 37 minutes in, you already did. And then, of course, 3, comment below what you think about the S5W. Is this something you're thinking about picking up? I mean, it's pretty much like a compact super radio. It's that good. It really is a great AM radio. Amazing. So, there you go. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.